We are live. Reseller Wakeup, episode 199. 199. That's a lot of episodes.
Oh, no, really? No. Are
I'm
you
one
kidding?
away from 200. Do I have to do something special for the 200th episode? How is that going to work? I can get all the OGs back or something? Get them all?
Man, if you could get all the OG Resale Wake Up people back, that would be an awesome show.
Got a couple of them here, but... So what's up with y'all? It's, what, Wednesday? It's like 65 and sunny here already. It's so awesome. What am I doing inside? I should be outsourcing so that I can like drive around and be in the light.
We have the exact same kind of weather here too. And I've been like keeping inside, and I'm like, why am I doing that? I need to go partake in this beautiful weather.
Right.
We have an echo.
Who has an echo?
Not me. I had myself muted.
You were muted.
We're trying to sort out the technical issues right now. Everybody's complaining about echoes and stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to figure them out.
It's probably quiet enough that I can just switch over to my headphones. The other day, when I use my headphones for some reason, I've got them plugged into my mic, and it just starts picking up every little sound in my house when I turn the mic or the headphones on. I don't know why. It's a condenser mic. It's supposed to only pick up from a certain area, like when you're talking directly into it. But yeah, it doesn't do that when I have headphones in. But there's nobody else here, so maybe it'll be fine. It just won't sound as good.
I know most of the girls were supposed to be here from the Reseller Stew, but then you know how it is with people. Life comes around and you just don't make it. So everybody got busy or sick or something, and so thank you, Tanya, for coming.
Yay!
Yeah, thanks for coming on. So
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you haven't been on yet. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself? Introduce yourself.
Me?
Yeah, Tanya, go ahead.
Okay, hey y'all, I'm Tanya Sheets. I run a channel here on YouTube called Thrifty Treasures, and I sell on eBay and Amazon and Etsy, and I have an antique booth also. And I do the YouTube channel all in hopes to give back to the community so that other people can learn things from me, and that's it.
Yeah, I think that's how pretty much everybody gets started.
Yeah.
You know, you start doing this long enough, and you want to kind of share the knowledge, I guess, because there's so many people asking questions, and you realize it, especially when you start doing like the Facebook groups and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I could sit there on Facebook answering every individual question, or I could just, you know, follow Facebook and kind of pay attention to what people are talking about, and then get on YouTube and talk for 5 or 10 minutes or an hour or whatever.
Right.
Every once in a while, and it's just a little bit easier for me. I try and follow the Facebook conversations and stuff, but oh my goodness, it's
right.
it is a rabbit hole that you just never can come back from.
For sure.
So we sounding better now, right? Nobody's hearing an echo?
No, it disappeared.
Okay, yeah, it was me then. Me and my crappy setup. But yeah, that's so what's everybody been up to for this week? Anything in particular? I know you two were on the show yesterday talking the Reseller Stew, talking clothing, right?
Yeah, we were. Well, I don't even know why I even opened my mouth yesterday, because I shouldn't have been saying anything about anything, because I don't do anything with clothing.
Yeah.
But apparently I got to stick my finger in everything. So, yeah. I haven't had anything going on this week. I've been trying to get myself organized and listed, and I really want to... See, I had to stop myself because somebody in my YouTube comment was like, you were talking about garage sales. And I'm like, well, I want to do a garage sale this Saturday, so I need to get organized, and the weather's beautiful, and I need some cash money. So that way I can go shopping and get better stuff from Goodwill. Because I've got all these boxes of things, and like, okay, so I gopher bombed my shed because there's like some little critters in there, and so I took like a pot and I took those little gopher stick bombs and like lit it on fire and like closed the door, but I don't know if it actually did anything. I hope it did. I hope it got rid of those critters. I'm like so terrified. Like when I go in there and I need to get a box because I have like my boxes that I don't use very often up on like a rafter, and like every time I'm like, okay, I need a medium flat rate box. I'm like, oh please, please don't jump on me, please, nothing, jump on me. I need them to go away. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Yeah. I'd say that I feel you, but I don't have rodents. I had a couple mice when I first moved into my place, and I managed to get them both within a few days. I was happy about that.
Yeah, well, see, I live in a neighborhood, but my neighborhood is like an old Austin neighborhood. I mean, it's been around for you know, a pretty long time. All the houses here are, you know, 50 years old. And so around me is like, there's like a nature preserve and we have lots of critters. You know, there's deer that run around all in my front yard, even though the highway is only 2 blocks away.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Deer in your front yard?
Yeah, there's like deer. They just like go and, because we have a fig tree and they eat all the figs off the fig tree.
Oh, yeah.
And then like, there's all kinds of like things, possums and raccoons and... So I'm like right off the highway. I'm right in the middle of like, you know, regular city, but like I'm over here like where there's all these little critters and
Yeah,
they gotta live somewhere, don't they?
Yeah,
Right.
there's a lot of critters around here too. I had a skunk get trapped in a trash can a few months back, and it was probably like 4 or 5 months ago, I guess, right outside my front door. I like heard it moving around, and I was like, huh, I wonder if it got stuck in there. I opened up the lid, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with you right now, but... And then I called the animal control, and they're like, oh, we don't come out for wild animals. Just let it go. Like, just tip over the trash can, and it should get out by itself. I'm like, I don't want a skunk around my house. And they're like, oh, no, we can't relocate wild animals. We have to let them be, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, he's staying in there for a couple days then, because I don't know what I'm going to do. I was thinking about putting him in my car and just, like, taping the lid down and dropping him off, like, a couple miles away or something. But finally I was like, you know what, I'm not going to let it I can't leave it in there, you know? I mean, that's horrible. So
You need to call Billy. What's that? Is it VexCon? Billy, you remember him, the exterminator?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you ever watch that?
Well, I didn't want to kill it. I mean, I could have done that easily. I don't know.
No, he would come pick them up like from somebody's house and then relocate them like in the wild.
Yeah, that would be
So
definitely be the best thing, but I wasn't gonna pay to have that either.
right, I don't blame you.
Yeah, for some wild animal, it's like, no. So I just let it go, and then the next day I was driving my kid to school, and it was dead in the middle of the road. Somebody hit it.
Aw,
I was like, that's not cool.
not cool.
What the hell? Yeah, so I felt kind of bad, but then whatever.
But then you didn't.
Yeah, but I got a lot of stray cats around here too, so those seem to be what we've been dealing with the last few days. By dealing with, I mean trying to feed and put in like a cat carrier and get it to a shelter. But
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't. They don't come close. Can't get them to get close to it, or we can't get close enough to them yet. And I mean, they're obviously like, I don't know if they're feral or just whatever, but they don't like people and they don't get close to people.
We have an IBM building that like an old IBM building that like got ran over by like feral cats. Like there were just cats everywhere, like computer cats. No, they were really smart cats. No,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
they just like ran like this abandoned IBM building. They just like took it over. It took them a long time to try to get rid of those cats. I don't know if they ever did. I haven't heard about it in a while.
Yeah. So we did have a question in the chat. How many hours? Mandy Edwards asked, how many hours a day do you spend listing? I guess she's kind of just asking everybody. I don't know, how many hours a day do you guys spend listing? I mean, I assume
I don't list nearly enough. I would like to put in like 4 hours a day, because that would equal, at least like 30 listings, 20 or 30 listings. But even 15, but I don't put in nearly enough time. So I'm barely squeaking by with 2, 3, 4, or 5. Like yesterday I did 1, I think, in the morning before the show.
As long as you do at least one, that'll keep your...
I did 1, yeah. That's like doing 1 squat. Yeah, in 7 years I'm gonna be so toned.
So what about you, Tanya? How much time do you spend listing every day? And, I mean, I would count picture taking and yeah, go ahead. How many?
The sourcing count? Because I do a lot of that.
Doesn't everyone? I've been sourcing a lot less lately, but I don't really. I think if you're an Amazon seller, sourcing does kind of count as part of the listing, but it's a lot easier to get everything listed that you source because you kind of do it ahead of time, Like, you know exactly, it's a lot more, like, there's a better science to it when you're talking about Amazon stuff than eBay.
Definitely.
And you can just come home and list it right away, and it's there, whether you list it merchant fulfilled. Mm-hmm. Yep. Like this morning, I had this case of CDs, and I just started going through them and listing them merchant fulfilled. Anything that was selling for more than $2 plus shipping, I just listed it, and it took me. I spent an hour, and I probably listed like 40 CDs.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, and I mean it was nothing to it, but
you could have never done 40 listings on eBay in an hour, right?
No. For me, like 10 or 20 in a day is good. Like, depending on what you're listing. I mean, if I'm doing CDs, I could probably do 20, like 15 or 20 in an hour.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to waste the time on eBay because, I mean, they're just, you got to do more research, and it probably does take more than 10 or 20.
Yeah, definitely more research on eBay.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon, I just click the listing and see how many offers there are and what the lowest offer is, and look at the ranking. And I don't really care about the ranking that much with CDs, I guess. Like, I had this one that I listed. It was a really obscure metal CD, and there was one listing, but it was a 1.7 million ranking, and the one listing was brand new, sealed for like $250. Merchant fulfilled. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere near that for this CD because I don't think anybody's heard of it. I checked Camel. There was no record on Camel, no record on Keepa, nothing. So I was like, whatever. I'll just put it up for like $20, and I mean, it doesn't cost anything to have it out there. And I mean, yeah, I might forget about it someday, and then somebody will buy it, and it'll be the bottom of a box somewhere, and I have no idea where it is. But I doubt it. I mean, a book of CDs is just so easy to keep track of.
Did you sell that? Oh, sorry. Did you sell that book?
I listed them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I just went ahead and took them.
Were you just talking about that and I missed it?
No, well, this is another book of CDs. No,
okay, it's a different one. Okay.
I took that book. And if you're part of my group Sourcing Connection, like I'll put up lots of stuff, like I had this box of 220 CDs or whatever, or a binder of them, and they were all, most of them had the cover art and everything, but they were just in the binder. And I put them up for like $50 or something like that on Sourcing Connection because I've been sitting on them forever. And somebody was interested, but they didn't message me back, so I was like, whatever, I'll just try and put these on Amazon and see how they do. And I mean, I've been selling like 1 or 2 a day, and it's only a couple of bucks. I think the best one's been like $9 or $10. But I mean, you're talking about something that I've been staring at for a year. I probably paid $10 or $20 for it at a garage sale, and there's 200 CDs in there that are, and I've probably listed half of them that are worth more than a couple bucks. So it's $1 or $2 every time. And it doesn't take anything to throw it in a little CD case and put it in a padded mailer and ship it and make a couple bucks. But
right. So are you mainly merchant fulfilled then, or do you do FBA also?
No, I do FBA mostly. I've been playing with merchant fulfilled lately because I just wanted to see how it did. I mean, I had a bunch of video games that I put up merchant fulfilled, and they sold so fast that it's like if I would have put them on FBA, I would have gotten a couple dollars more, but they sold immediately, like within a week, all probably 30 games. And then I started doing pawn shop trips. Like, I'll go to a pawn shop, and usually I'll just let a stack get big until I have a big enough stack to sell. But now what I've been doing is just putting them up merchant fulfilled. And then after like 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, when I decide to put a shipment together, the plan is to put them, like, take all the ones I haven't sold yet and put them in a shipment and send them off to FBA, but they're all selling.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that's good.
yeah, I don't have to do a shipment now, and I mean, it's so easy to ship that kind of stuff. You just have to be careful, because if you're selling stuff merchant fulfilled, you need signature confirmation, or because Amazon doesn't accept delivery confirmation or tracking as a proof of delivery. So if you sell something merchant fulfilled and you don't have signature confirmation, and the customer's like, "Oh, I didn't receive it," then you have to refund them.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you have to. I learned that the hard way. It's not fun when you know. I was like, "But I have delivery confirmation." Send them the tracking and everything. They're like, "Oh, that's great and all, but we don't accept that, and here are your options." And basically, it's like, if you hold on, sorry. Robin is saying that she was muted. I didn't hear anything. I think it's because there were too many people in the chat. Sometimes if you go into a Hangout and there's like 2 or 3 people in there, it automatically mutes you as you come in. You just have to unmute yourself and start.
I muted her because she had an airplane going by.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, that was only that. I muted her for the airplane or whatever that was. It was I think it was an airplane. But it was because when she came in, it was quiet, and then all of a sudden it was like. So no, that was why, Robin. I'm sorry.
I didn't notice.
Come back.
Yeah, you can unmute yourself and come and talk to us, because it's been like forever since I've talked to you, Robin.
Well, that's why I was like, no, Robin, you have to come on.
I know, right?
You know, it's been so long.
So Chris asked, how are you listing the CDs on Amazon if they are in a binder? Okay, so the rules with Amazon is if you're listing like media or whatever, like CDs, video games, DVDs, stuff like that, if it's missing the packaging, then you just have to list it as acceptable. Have to. And I mean, I see people do it all the time. It's like, they'll sell a Nintendo game, cartridge only, and list it very good. That's wrong. You can't do that. You have to list it as acceptable. And you can get away with it for a while, and people do. But I mean, if somebody decides that they want to make a big deal out of it, I mean, I had this game that I sold as very good, and it was like a collector's edition of something. And I thought it was complete, and this guy received it, and then he sends me this nasty message like, "Hey, it's missing the collectible coin." I was like, "What collectible coin?" If you look on the listing, there was nothing on the listing about a coin. There was nothing on the game anywhere that mentioned a coin. There was nothing on the picture on the back that mentioned a coin. But then I got on eBay and looked, or first I got on Amazon and I checked all the merchant fulfilled, or checked all the other people's listings, all the other sellers' listings, and some of them did mention a coin. But they were selling for like $60 more than the ones that were missing the coin, which is where I priced mine at. And then I get on eBay and I look it up, and this coin by itself is selling for like 30 or 40 bucks.
Wow.
I was like, okay, so you just thought that you were going to get, like, you were rolling the dice basically. I was like, look, man, you only paid $15 for it. The coin is worth 30 or 40 bucks. He's like, well, you know, you could at least describe something as egregious as that. I mean, if you're trying to sell it, then you should know more about your products. And I was like, okay, there's no information. I sell hundreds of video games a year. Hundreds. Maybe more. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to like individual transactions, but stuff like that happens. You know, you can't be expected to know everything about everything.
That's not a realistic expectation. Have you ever walked into a Walmart and asked the people, "Hey, do you know about this?" And they're like,
I know.
Yes, all the time.
You work in electronics, right? You know? So yeah, no, that's not a realistic expectation. That just sell something, you know about it. Hi guys.
Hey,
so
Robin.
Anyway, yeah. Hey Robin, what's going on? How are you?
I'm good. I'm at the outlet.
Have you gone in yet?
Do what?
Have you gone in yet?
Yeah, I have. I've been here since, I've been here for a couple of hours. And I knew that the show was going to be happening around this time, so I set my alarm. But as soon as it went off to let me know that I needed to go check out, they started breaking all my bread and butter stuff out. I was like, really? So I go fight for some stuff and then make it out here. So I'm late. I'm sorry. But I'm here. How's everybody doing?
Good, good.
Yeah, we're doing good. Just plugging away. You know, talking about Amazon listing, I guess, for now. But yeah, anyway, that's the story with video games, CDs, anything with a disc. Like, really, you know, like if you're trying to sell an old VCR, you know, if it doesn't have the original packaging, you have to list it as acceptable. But it does have to come with everything that you need for it. It's got to come with the manual. It's got to come with the cables that it originally came with. It's got to come with the remote. If it doesn't have any of that, you're not supposed to list it on Amazon. But yeah, it's okay to list it without the packaging.
I know. I got caught up in that the other day because I had something that didn't have the power adapter, but it was one of those typical power adapters that like they could have. I could have put a generic one with it, but it didn't come with a generic one. It came with a branded one. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I want to put in there that it doesn't come with that, but I can't. You know, so I put it on eBay. It's like stupid rules. And there was like a huge difference too. There was like it was I think an $80 difference in price between eBay and Amazon.
No.
Yeah, I use my judgment on that a little bit. I mean, if I've got a camera with an aftermarket battery, and it doesn't, just because it doesn't say Canon on it, if it works with the battery,
Yeah.
then I'm like, you know, I do it with like phones all the time when I'm selling phones. Like I'll buy the batteries off of eBay or whatever, and just put them in there. If it works, then I'll send it in. Most people are buying stuff like that because they need it to work and they want to use it. But if it's like a collectible thing, then yeah, you better, like if I'm selling an old Nintendo, I'm not going to sell an NES with aftermarket controllers and aftermarket AC adapter and aftermarket cables and all that crap, and then on Amazon, you know, I'll take the hit and sell it on eBay, or I'll let it sit in my closet until I find all the correct components.
Yeah.
So it depends. Is it something that you think somebody's going to want because they need to use it, or if it's, I don't know.
Well, I think that's something that people need to watch out for too, is whenever they start adding adapters and they don't know anything about amps and wattages and things like that, and they're just like, oh, it plugged in and it turned on. So that's fine. I'll send it with that adapter. No.
No, because it can burn up the circuits and everything eventually. It can cause a lot of problems with the components. So
yeah, I think that's just like an ignorance thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I would say, yeah, I guess I'm gonna say make sure that it's all the original components if you're gonna sell it, no matter what. That'll just be my statement right there.
Paul says, sell it with all the original components, but I do what I want.
Yeah, not that I do that, but
Never.
like I said, if it's it just depends. But when it comes to eBay, though, I guess listing on eBay takes a little bit more time. Like I'll sit there for 4 hours just listing like 10 things. You know, I mean, it depends on what I'm selling. You know, if I'm selling video games, it's so easy. I just go to pricecharting.com if I happen to be selling them on eBay, because it's just stuff that it's not worth selling on Amazon because they're like 2 cents or something or whatever. Like I'll sell 20 games in a lot on eBay for, you know, $1 each or whatnot. But when I used to sell games on eBay, same thing. I would just go to pricecharting.com and scan the barcode, and the game would come up, and there would be like a complete price and how does the price work? It's been so long since I've really messed with like that. Before I got Profit Bandit, that was what I used for all of my pricing, because I was also doing like 99% video games at the time. But like when you put in a name of a game, you know, like Dr. Mario for the NES, that's it. Loose price, complete price, new price. So if it's just the game only, then you'll go by the loose price. If it's complete, you go by the complete price. If it's new, you go by the new price. And I would use that price while I was sourcing anyway. So when I got home, I would double check eBay, but I would still use that as a general guideline And it made it so that I could literally list like 20, 30, 40 video games an hour with the picture taking, because I just have like I had a giant mouse pad that was like blank, and I would just use that as my background and just take pictures with my camera, and then I didn't even have to move, didn't have to do anything. I just have a stack of games next to me. And then like DVDs and Blu-rays, same thing. It was real easy for me to do those, because if I got a new, like if it was brand new, you know, I'd go to Best Buy or whatever when they have a new releases on sale, and I still do it a little bit. You know, I'll pay $10 for, you know, the Inside Out the day that it comes out. Like Black Friday, I think they had that deal. I bought every copy I could find, because you get that home, you can sell the Blu-ray by itself for $12, $15. You sell the DVD by itself for $10 if it's a really popular movie that just came out, and I mean they sell immediately. So I mean you're doubling your money, and you know if you buy 30 copies, then they sell in a couple of days. That's pretty good. Like back when Frozen came out, I probably sold over 100 copies of Frozen like that.
Wow.
But I mean, I knew exactly how much I was paying for the stuff, and I knew what I wanted to get, so I didn't really care so much about what other people were trying to get for the same stuff. But yeah, it really comes down. I think research ends up. I spend more time doing research than anything when I'm listing. Because now, what's your process? How do you all do your listings when you're doing eBay? Tanya.
Well, like if I'm selling a book or a CD or a DVD, and I'm merchant fulfilling, I will always go ahead and cross-post it on eBay too. So that way, you know, I increase my chances of selling it.
Do you use Joe Lister or anything like that?
No, I've been doing it for so long. I'm just really old school.
So do you take your own pictures, or do you use the pictures that are on the Amazon?
I use the stock photos, yeah.
And how do you pull those over? Did you just copy and paste, or?
Oh, I see what you're saying. You mean for eBay, when I do eBay?
Yeah, when you go on eBay.
I take my own pictures, yeah. I take my own pictures.
Okay, so everything that you list on Amazon Merchant Fulfilled, you also list on eBay.
Yes.
Gotcha. And then you just use it like a regular listing when you do eBay. How long does it take you to do a stack of books?
Oh, no time at all. Books and, you know, media is so easy and fast. You can just knock it out really quick.
And then you can, if you're posting on Amazon first and you're trying to get the same amount on eBay, or do you check the price on eBay and like drop the price accordingly?
Well, I don't go back to the listing and check the prices, you know, while the auction or the buy it now while it's running. But, you know, initially I will do the research for it. And a lot of times I get more money on eBay than I would on Amazon.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. And
yeah, I know, right?
I mean, I think there are a lot of penny books out there that you probably could make some good money cross-listing on Amazon.
Yeah.
Because there's 500 copies of it on Amazon, or the ranking's so low, it's a really bad listing. But then you take that book and there aren't that many on eBay.
Exactly.
It's a penny book and there's 20 copies for a penny each, and you see that, you know, over the last 6 months, 2 of them or 3 of them have sold for so much, like $20. Then you put a listing up that's as good as the ones that sold for $20, and that, like, a good listing will really make your items stand out more on eBay. And if you're good at taking good pictures and you're good with the keywords and all that, and maybe if you're like one of those Instagram people or Pinterest, do you use any social media to promote your listings?
I am just now starting to get into the whole Instagram, you know, but I don't do it a whole lot. I've just been dabbling with it right now. We were just talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Nicole was talking about that, yeah. So that's awesome.
You know, we talked about that on the show about doing Instagram, and we were going to like try to learn Instagram, and I haven't thought any more about it since I pressed in show when we did the show.
It's on my to-do list.
I lost my list. I have a new to-do list that says find my old to-do list.
You have to keep your list in a spiral. That way you can't lose the piece of paper. That's what I have to do.
So I suspect that Jeff Davidson has some kind of vested interest in this puppy monkey baby thing, because he hasn't stopped talking about it for 2 weeks.
I don't know what that is.
What is going on?
Do you have an affiliate link or something, Jeff?
I know, right?
He commented about it on our show yesterday, too.
He's been
And
talking. He's
in my
been
group,
constantly putting it up on Facebook.
Puppy
keeping the threads
Monkey
going.
Baby, right?
Is this a private label thing?
It's on Etsy. Well, I see an Etsy thing, but that's not Jeff. Puppy
Yeah.
Monkey Baby and a Mountain Dew design.
I don't know. Twitter, that's another one that I see all the time. Like, when I first started doing Twitter, I would follow back everybody that followed me. But unfortunately, 99% of the people that were following me were on Twitter doing, like, spamming their eBay auctions. So I had to stop doing that. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you get 50 posts a day from each person, and when you're subscribed to 200 people, it's like every bit of your Twitter feed is nothing but eBay auctions that I personally didn't really care about. And I started thinking, it's like, how many people are actually getting, like, their stuff out in front of people that'll buy their stuff? Because it feels like it would just be other resellers, you know? Like, if you owned a store, letting all of your friends with their own stores put flyers up in your store, and then you all do that in your little group or whatever. I mean, the only people that look at the flyers are the ones that have their flyer up in every store.
Yeah, I don't spend a lot of time on Twitter. I mean, I'll go check it every now and then, but I share my periscopes, and I think that goes to Twitter.
Right.
I was reinforced by like eBay not long ago. I was at one of my daughter's basketball games, and the girls were sitting in the bleachers, and they were all on their phones and stuff. And one of them was like, "Hey, check out these shoes!" And they were on the eBay app. And so I was like, "Oh yay!" Like, but then they were also on Instagram. Like, and this was about 6 months ago. This was before Snapchat got mainstream with us older people, so I'm pretty sure they were using it then, because I remember my daughter was using Snapchat last summer. But yeah, they were on Instagram looking at like shoes and things. So I think there is a market. It just really depends on what you have. Like, I don't think I'm gonna go on Instagram with like, a lot of my stuff, but I think you could if you had an interesting item,
Mhm. Yeah. Instagram. That's something that I've been extremely interested with. Like, I really wish that I could make Instagram and Pinterest work, but I don't know. I'm not good at Pinterest at all. And it seems like you have to spend so much time doing it that that's what I would do all day.
You know what I really liked doing was when I did the tweeting at the store. I was doing like a live tweet thing at the store when I was sourcing. I really liked doing that. That was fun.
That would be interesting. How many Twitter followers do you have?
I don't know, 3, like my mom and you, or I don't know. Hey, Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Howdy, howdy.
I have 61.
61?
61. I know. Out of what? 4 billion? Look at that percentage.
Right.
But I haven't done anything with Twitter. That was the first time I did anything with Twitter. Other than that, the only thing that happens with Twitter is that Pinterest posts automatically stuff that I post on Pinterest. That's it. So it was the very first time, if you look at my Twitter page, that I actually was doing something myself.
Everybody's dropping out. What's happening?
Well, Robin's on her phone, so...
Yeah, I would say she needs... Yeah, if she's at the WAM page, she should probably get back in there and find some stuff.
She's like, hi, bye! But yeah, I really liked it. I got 4,400 impressions on my going to the Goodwill Twitter posts.
Wow.
So 4,400 people saw it. It was in their feed. It was there. They saw it.
Oh, that's cool.
I told all the girls in the stew that we needed to all go sourcing at the same time, live tweet at the same time, and make thrift crack a hashtag. That's true. And somebody would have to try to figure out, what is thrift crack? If I saw thrift crack as a hashtag, I would click on it and see what people were talking about.
Right. And then if you have 20 different people all of a sudden making posts that say thrift crack in it, then yeah, you've got a keyword that
yeah,
hashtag that eventually takes off.
Yeah. I've been hashtagging thrift crack before I even used Twitter, just as a hashtag. You know, like thrift crack.
Just show a photo of a guy bent down at the Goodwill. Showing
No. I see plenty of that kind of thrift crack too.
Yeah.
The ones that are bent down looking at something, you're like, please stop looking at that VCR. Lift it up. Lift it up. Robin said her phone keeps messing up.
Yeah, that's cool. What happened to Tanya?
Yeah, right. You just want to go back inside.
I know. She totally does. I would too if I was her.
And I don't know what happened to Tanya.
Had to get a hit off my thrift crack. Who's Jet Finley? Somebody else used your hashtag.
Oh no!
Yeah, actually, before you.
I should have copyrighted that like 3 years ago. The very first time I used thrift crack. I started using thrift crack about 3-4 years ago, and haven't been able to get off it.
Yeah. Jeff's gonna have to come in and explain the whole backlink thing.
Yeah, come on, Jeff. Just come in. Just put on a shirt. We don't have to see that you don't have pants on.
But yeah, somebody, Harkham or one. No, he's. I've got him on my Xbox. Talking about refurbishing stuff yourself. You can get some more money. I started doing that with like video game consoles for a while there. I was doing repairs on Xboxes and PlayStations and stuff. But there's so many people doing it on consoles that it's not really that good unless you're doing like complete reballs of the motherboards. You know, then you can definitely charge a premium. But I mean, when it comes to stuff like VCRs and DVD players, I mean, if you're good with that stuff and you know kind of how to take it apart and you know what needs to be cleaned to get it working again, then yeah, you can make some really good money. And as long as you can put it under seller refurbished, then, I mean, a lot of people, when they're shopping for that stuff, they won't even look at used. They'll just look at brand new. If there's nothing new or the new prices are outrageous, then they'll double-check seller refurbs just because that's almost as good in most people's eyes, especially when you're talking about vintage electronics. And you can charge a little bit more, or you might be one of like 10 instead of one of 100 people trying to sell that item.
Tanya said that her MacBook crashed, so I'm pretty sure she's lying to us.
Oh,
People said that they're supposed to be very stable.
Oh.
Hey, Jeff, what's going on, man?
Hey guys, I didn't see the link. Sorry.
What's up?
I didn't see the link. Sorry. Yeah, I have a shirt.
Speaking of thrift crack, how's it going, Jeff?
Yeah, I wish I had some crack right now.
No, thrift crack, Jeff. Thrift crack.
I'm digging the beard, man.
Yeah, that too.
Watch, tomorrow we're going to check Twitter, and there's going to be like 100 posts from 100 different people with that hashtag. You might have started something.
It's a great name.
Hey, Jeff, I'm digging the beard, man.
I know, right?
I just got lazy.
He's just trying to cut down on his heating costs.
What? I missed that one.
Well,
So explain this backlink thing for us for the social media challenged.
Google, one of Google's ranking algorithms is how many backlinks or how many people are linking to your site, page, or whatever. And so Twitter it's not about getting in front of people. It's more about getting, because it's a link to your product or your page or your site, and you get people to retweet it. I mean, I know people that's all they do is retweet other people's tweets, and it's just get more links to your product so you rank higher.
Okay, and that way when somebody Googles like a pair of, or like a Ralph Lauren polo shirt, it's more likely that yours will come up on Google because it's got so many backlinks to it.
Yeah, it's got links and it shows interest. You can go too far and Google will say, well, that's a spamming.
Yeah.
But if you get links, and legitimate links, which Twitter is considered, then it gives you authority.
Okay.
So it doesn't really. I don't think it'll affect eBay search, but it affects Google search.
So if people are trying to find your products from a different avenue than just being on the eBay site, then
Right.
you have a chance of competing with like Nordstrom's if you're selling some Nordstrom branded thing or something.
Slight chance,
On
but
Google. Yeah. Well, I mean, I see it all the time.
I mean, that's why I Google. I don't, not my eBay stuff, but my private stuff on my websites. I tweet everything. I Pinterest everything. I Instagram once in a while. It's just all links coming back to your site and products, and the more the better, as long as they're a quality link. If there are sites out there that all they do is provide links, or called link farms or whatever, and Google will actually negatively affect you if you're on a link farm.
Okay. That's
a link farm? Where do you? I work at the link farm.
A website with nothing but links to other people's sites or whatever.
You know how like if you accidentally type in the wrong URL and it'll go to you'll land on a website with just a bunch of links on it. Is that what it is? Yeah,
you go to like Godel.com and instead of Google.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they could be those are page holders for something, or yeah, those aren't legit because the person or the site that's giving you the link has to have some authority in Google itself. So, you know, if you're doing a link to a smoothie page, you want to have another authority site on smoothies linking to you. You don't want somebody just talking about crap linking to you.
Right. Yep.
Twitter's good.
I might have to start trying to tweet some of my stuff, but I don't know. I'm kind of scared to put my store out there now. What crap that goes on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why I don't. Never really have. It's like, you know, I'm not sitting here bragging about my numbers.
I do. I made $23 yesterday, so.
I'll tweet my eBay once in a while, but.
Yeah, I saw. Well, you've got a website where you break everything down too. So, I mean, what's the name of that site?
My multiple streams.
Yeah, so that's.
Oh, you actually post things over there?
I haven't in a while. I need to start doing it. I've been getting more offers to review products, so I need to start doing it again.
Yeah.
Start making some money off of it.
Our third video in the Amazon
What the hell?
returns saga.
My absolute apologies. I don't know what the hell that.
Don't worry, we took care of it.
We got you, man. We got you. I gotta try out. I'm not gonna talk about it. Never mind.
Oh, that's not.
Sorry, that was quick.
Yeah. So I mean, we were.
Facebook
I was gonna say an app that I was gonna try out, but I haven't tried it out yet, so I don't want to say anything about it yet.
Yeah, I've had a couple of people offering to have me take a look at some of their apps, and I get those all the time on my Facebook. But I've seen a couple that were actually interesting. I just haven't had time to sit down and mess around with them. But
yeah, I gotta try one out because I allowed the girl. She sent me a message like last week, and I allowed her to post it over in the group. And then I was like, well, I need to actually like test it out today or tomorrow.
Big on it's called Tomoson. It's a website for reviewers, and I haven't visited in a while, but I all of a sudden started getting offers from the site emailed to me. You know, here's our product. A lot of it's vitamins, which I don't like to try out because it's like
you never know what you're putting in.
You're like, I'm growing breastises. I'm not sure if I do or don't like this vitamin.
They usually have some good stuff. I mean, that's how I got my battery chargers for my iPhone and my first scale. I can't find anything, but yeah, usually they'll have some good stuff. So I got to start going back to that site and get some reviews going.
I actually use Content Boulevard for they got a hold of me like a couple months ago, and I've gotten a few things from them. I got one of these barcode scanners, like a wireless barcode scanner. It's pretty cool. They gave me 2 of them. I gave one of them away.
They don't like me.
What's that?
They don't like me.
Really?
They don't like any, I put in, I don't know, about 9 requests. Maybe I'm just saying the wrong things.
Yeah, I just tell them that I have a live YouTube show, and I'll mention their product if they send
Yeah,
me. Which, by the way, this is the latest thing that they sent me. Yep, that's right. I get a shameless
what's
plug.
that, Paul?
This? Oh, I'm glad you asked, Deb. Let me tell you what this is. It's called, it's product of Canada. So, hippie butter, hold hemp seeds.
Sweet.
Yeah, if you actually though, if you want to like get them to send you stuff, go for the low-hanging fruit. Go for the cheap stuff. They're more likely to send you something than like the GoPro cameras and the.
All I wanted was the little light that you put on your phone so you can take better pictures.
Oh, they want professional photographers to.
What kind of professional photographer wants a stupid light that goes on their phone?
I don't know. I actually went for that one too and got nothing back.
I got nothing. I didn't get the barcode scanner. I didn't get any hemp seeds. I didn't apply for hemp seeds, but I got nothing. I applied for like 9 different things, and I'm like, I have a decent channel. And
You got a bottle of vitamin
you have
D.
more subscribers than I do. Bottle of vitamin D, nice.
Yeah, I'm still using it.
Jeff's like, I don't want to promote anything, but this vitamin D makes me feel really happy, and it totally changed my attitude. Vitamin D by Vitamin House.
But seriously, this hippie butter, hold hemp seeds, they are delicious. And actually, I just like them because I've been eating hemp seeds for years. Like they're not, you don't get high off of them or anything. It's just a
Well, you don't get
byproduct, but they've got a lot of non-animal protein. It's like one of the most.
in my hemp seeds.
No, but seriously though, hemp seeds are like one of the best sources of vegetable protein, I guess. And I mean, they're like one of the most complete, so they're really good for like salads. And I put it in my oatmeal, which I was eating earlier. If you noticed me munching on something, I was having my whole hemp seeds mixed in with my oatmeal, but they're just like seeds. They're like they're almost like nuts, but pretty good little stuff. But the brand's Hippie Butter. If you want to go check them out, I'm sure you can look them up on Amazon, and they're not that expensive. But
I don't like other resellers that send you lowball offers.
I just ignore them. Like, I get it all the time when I've had a pair of Dre Beats listed for, like a month, and it's weird. I listed 2 pair. One of them sold right away, and the other one has been sitting there, and I keep getting the same guy messaging me every couple of days. I'll give you $75 right now. No. I'll give you $75 right now. No.
Like, I'll wait.
Yeah, I'll just let it sit there and it'll sell for $120 eventually.
So Ronnie said that me and Chad needed to have our giraffes fight each other. So I think my giraffe will win.
Yeah, your giraffe looks pretty legit.
Yeah, he's been seasoned. I took him over to the hood. He's been hanging out at the project. He knows what's up.
Got him on a routine?
Yeah, he's got a little blade that pokes out his hoof.
Yeah, so I guess on the subject of listing processes, we could finish that up, I guess, or finish off with that. Like when we were talking about eBay listings and how we do those. Now you were saying, Tanya, you do a lot of media. What about, do you sell clothing or anything like that, or do you just stick to mostly books and media stuff?
I mean, if I'm at the thrift store, and I see something good for a good price, I'll pick it up, definitely.
So you're kind of like a sell whatever makes money type thing, and you know just enough about everything to...
I sell a lot of everything, but my main thing is media. That's what I enjoy the most.
Yeah, that's basically where I'm at. I mean, video games are still over half of my total sales, and I mean that's what I started with, and that's games in general. Board games, love those, especially obscure board games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but even like Scrabble and stuff, I mean, I bought like 3 or 4 sealed board games. It was like Sorry and Othello and something else for like $3 each at a thrift store the other day, and all 3 of them sold on Amazon, merchant fulfilled within a couple of days for like $15, $20.
Yeah,
So,
I love those sealed board games, definitely.
Yeah. I try and I'm careful about older games, like games that I have to repackage though. You know, like
Yeah.
first of all, if I gotta repackage it, I better sell that thing for like $100.
Exactly. I feel the same way.
They're like 1, 2, 3, 4, counting all.
Like puzzles. I bought a puzzle one time and I paid like $3 for it and I had to sit there for an hour counting the pieces because it was like a 1,200 piece like 3D puzzle.
Yeah, no.
But that's not even accurate. Though.
But it sold for like $95. I was like, is it worth it? I mean, I'm sitting there watching TV while I'm counting. Then I get distracted, and then I have to start over. It's
you
like,
get to like a nursing home and have them put it together for you, and then.
Oh my God, that is brilliant.
I have all of these puzzles for you. I'll be back next week to pick them up.
Partnering with nursing homes, that is amazing. That's a great idea.
That's genius right there.
Win-win.
I'll bring you guys a different puzzle every week. Just, if you have any problems with it, if it's missing a piece, just let me know. I really want to know.
I'll bring you a
and then you can keep it.
Yeah, I'll bring you a whole new one if this one's missing a piece.
Yep. Genius. I'm so smart.
It's really the clothing that slows me down when I'm listing on eBay, though. I mean, literally, it can.
Yeah.
I feel so accomplished, when like something like this mouse. I mean, it's a Logitech mouse, wireless. It's missing the AC adapter, so I can't sell it on Amazon. It doesn't have the little USB thing, but just like this, they sell for like $30 or $40 on eBay, and it takes me 2 minutes to take a picture and then look up the model number, and then just go to completeds, highest price, look for the ones with the highest price, click sell similar. Half of your keywords are already done. Your title's pretty much already filled out. You just upload your pictures, do a quick description, and that's it. And you don't have to like measure stuff or any of that. I mean, just.
Do you use the app like on your phone or anything? Have you tried using that?
For listing?
Yeah.
I've messed with it, and sometimes if I'm bored of sitting in front of my computer, I'll turn the TV on and just list stuff on my iPad. But I mean, I use a Wi-Fi camera, so I can have it upload directly to my iPad or directly to my computer or directly to my phone, whatever I want, and then it'll upload to Dropbox as soon as the phone gets connected to the Wi-Fi, and then it's just there for any of my devices.
I have my photos go directly to the Google Drive, and then I can pick up the photos from anywhere, my phone or the computer or whatever, or the tablet.
Yeah, my camera won't connect to Google Drive. I've got a Samsung Wi-Fi camera. It's one of the like mid models. It's not one of the early ones. I mean, it takes great pictures, and it's really easy to set up and everything, especially if you've got a Galaxy. Like I've got a Galaxy S4 that isn't even. I can't use it because it's like it was I picked it up and it was like blocked or whatever. Like somebody didn't pay their bill, so I couldn't activate it. But you can still use it on Wi-Fi. So I just use it with my camera because it's so much quicker. And yeah, as soon as I'll turn my camera off and it automatically connects to the Wi-Fi, then it uploads everything to Dropbox.
Yeah.
And then it's on Dropbox.
You guys are high tech.
Yeah. The reason I do it is for the Amazon photos because I have the app on my tablet. That has one of the light on. So
Sorry.
it's easier to
Bless you.
We didn't hear anything you said because you sound like you're underwater.
Me?
Yeah.
I said I use it for Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I use it for the Amazon photos because I have the app on my tablet to remove the background.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay, yeah. What app are you using?
I don't know, whatever one it's the one I brought up a long time ago. I'd have to go search and see what it's called now.
It's not PhotoFuse, is it? Or
No.
something scissors?
Yeah, I've tried that, PhotoFuse.
It's a big long name. It's like background removal tool something or other.
I am going to need you to send me the name of that app? Because I don't remember you mentioning it, and I'm pretty sure if you did, when I was around, I would have been My Clipping Magic. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, man.
Is it free?
That's what I use.
Mike's like, let me tell you about something wonderful, but I'm not gonna really know the name or how to direct you to it.
Yeah, I'll tell you how to. Let me tell you exactly what it is. It's your Google Play whatever thing to get apps, and type in remove background.
Okay. That's how you find it. No, I actually tried that not too long ago, and I couldn't find nothing came up. But I've been using GIMP to. It doesn't remove the background, but it makes the background like perfectly white. So and I don't really put my photos up on Amazon. I haven't been listing stuff that. I don't know. I just feel like it's a waste of time to do that. But if you're building your own listings, like making your own listings from scratch, then obviously you need to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
I've changed a couple pictures on Amazon that were just like, I mean, they were horrific. I mean, they were just like, what are you doing, dude?
Now, if I try and list on something, who's got that echo? Somebody's echoing. And I don't hear it now. I don't think it was you. I think it was Mike. But
Heard a wish.
Does he know his camera's not on?
He can't turn his camera on if he's on his tablet because then I'll kick him out.
Yeah, he can't.
It won't do both things.
Right. But if I try and list on something and it has a horrible picture, then I will go ahead and put my own pictures up, and I'll whiten the background, and I'll do all that. Like I'll remove the background, all that stuff. But that's about the only time. And usually when I do that, and then I go back to check on the listing later, Amazon will automatically use my pictures for the actual listing. Whether I'm in the buy box or not, they'll just take my pictures and use them for the listing. It's like, really? That's kind of stuff.
The thing that pisses me off about it is I have a perfectly good picture without a background. Like, background's removed, I did everything right, and then some moron comes in and takes a picture on his coffee table, puts it up, and they use it.
Oh, yeah. That's annoying.
What's wrong with coffee tables? What are you trying to say?
He's definitely against coffee tables.
Violate Amazon terms of service. It's still background.
Right.
I'm pissed at Amazon.
Jeff. Poor Jeff. You're always pissed at somebody.
Do tell, Jeff. Do tell.
Yeah, why are you upset with Amazon?
Story. I'm still trying to. It's that I had a big poker Radicup, brand new, sealed in the case.
Are you still mad about? Okay, I'm leaving.
Still haven't given the money back. Somebody buys it through Amazon, merchant fulfilled. I send it to them. It was like 50 days later, they emailed me saying it don't work. I want a refund. And I said, well, 1, it worked when it left. 2, it's way past 45 days. Screw you. Well, in a nicer term. And so I didn't hear back from again. 90 days later, or more than 90 days later, Amazon comes back and say, we issued this guy a refund and took the money.
Oh, my gosh.
I've sent 2 cases to them, and each time they kept on saying, we're forwarding this up higher up for whatever, and I still haven't heard anything from them. And that's a $100 item. I mean, if it was $10, $20,
yeah, that sucks.
Jeff, I got one worse than you this past week. I had Amazon steal $180-ish from me. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, when you play in other people's sandboxes, they do.
Yeah.
It seems like you're doing a lot, but if you tried to do that or what you can do on Amazon by yourself, the amount of extra work and money and infrastructure that you need. I mean, you just have to decide if it's worth dealing with that stuff. I mean, I've had people, it's like, oh, I didn't know about the delivery confirmation thing. They don't accept that. You have to use signature, like the signature confirmations. They have to. If they don't sign for it, then they say, oh, well, we didn't get it. Then you're just out the money.
Now I got to find time just to sit down and figure out this flat file crap because I got approved for automotive for my decals. And
that's cool.
I put on my UPCs, but in order to do all the variations, it's not easy like eBay or Etsy. I have to do this flat file crap, and so my stuff's not live yet. I just haven't had time to sit down and go through it.
Right.
You know,
Talk to Adam. He's the master of that stuff.
you know, block a couple hours out to deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I took on the refunds thing. I took Deb's advice a long time ago, and started putting money to the side just for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have the
definitely.
money, and I've moved on. I'm just still a little ticked off that they haven't responded to me about it.
Yeah.
And
Have you tried calling them?
Yeah, did you call him?
no, I just sent emails.
Call him.
Yeah,
Oh,
hush, quiet.
Well,
You
you've
need to
talked
call
about
the
it
people.
14 times.
I do what I want. Look,
I am not
I have
afraid to get on the phone with Amazon, but I usually just get on the chat, and the chat is just as effective in my
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
in my experience. Everything that I've ever gotten done on the phone, I've been able to get the similar things done through the chat. But emails, they tend to blow you off a little bit.
Yeah, I do a lot through the chat too. I just had to handle something through chat. I sent in a purse. It was supposed to go by itself. 100 things were going in a box, and a purse was going alone. And I put the purse in the box with the 100 things.
Oh,
Well-
no.
And then they got it, and they didn't say that they got it. It just disappeared. And so I get in chat with the people, and I'm like, hey, I sent a purse, and I know you don't know if it's really there, but I sent it. And they went to look for it, and they couldn't find it, and so they reimbursed me for something they don't even know they actually received.
Oh, well, that was nice.
I know, but I know it's there. At some point, they're going to find it. I'm going to have to
course.
pay them back.
And then they'll take the money back, because I had that happen last week too.
Yeah, at some point, they're going to find it. They'll take their money back because it's the only one. There's nobody else with one. There's no other sellers. It's the only one.
They reimbursed me for something that they lost, and last week it's like 6 months later. Oh, we found it. We want our money back.
Yeah, but then they just put it up for sale again, and then it sells, and you get paid for it. So it doesn't really matter. It's annoying, very annoying. Lots of annoying things that go on with Amazon.
I just got a lot of annoying things going on this past couple of weeks. My web host is crapping on me.
The other thing about it is people tend to not say no whenever they're talking directly to you.
Yeah.
It's easy for them to say no on an email because you're not talking directly to them.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
And you can't just keep bugging them and asking them questions, because one nice thing about the phone and the chat with Amazon is they can't end the chat until you're satisfied.
Yeah.
So they'll sit there and talk to you, and you can keep going back and forth. My problem, well, they can, if you aren't active for like 5 minutes, that's my problem. When I open up a chat, I'll sit there talking to them, and then I'll get distracted, and I'll come back, and I'll be like, and then I'll have a message that says like, hey, are you there? In 3 minutes, we're going to close this chat. Okay, if you have any other problems, just get a hold of, or just try and email us or something, and then they
do that all the time. I told them, I said, why can't you do like a bigger noise for your
I
chat?
know.
That it dings. It just does that little boop. It's not loud enough.
A real loud one. My wife complains because I've been on chat with my host for a lot the past couple of weeks, and it goes ding dong every time they talk, and my wife's going, is that going to go on all night?
You just have them say like, hey, we're back.
So one of the other things that I don't know if it's been brought up on the show or if anybody's posted it or whatever, but that refunds manager. I don't know.
Yeah, I just downloaded that.
Yeah, refundsmanager.com. They got me about, I think it's like about $400.
Nice.
And stuff over the last, I think I've had it for about a month now.
I want to download it, but I'm having a hard time because I think my Windows is so old that it's like they can't communicate somehow. Yeah. So I think I need to get a new computer, but I really want to look into it. I've heard it's been saving people a lot of money. Like people are getting a lot of money back.
Yeah, I know of people
getting it right now.
You need to.
I know of people that have gotten thousands back in like.
Yeah, me too.
Days. I mean.
All right.
Refund manager.
Do you have an affiliate or anything? Because I'm signing up right now. I'm about to hit the button.
I don't. Maybe Adam does. I think Adam has.
You got an affiliate?
Yeah, because you'll get credit for it.
Yeah, I believe I do.
Give me your affiliate link.
So refunds with an S manager.
Yeah, refunds manager. Refunds manager. Here, I'll put it in the chat just so you guys can see.
Yeah.
Oh wait, where's Adam's affiliate? Well,
it's right here.
Oh, Just to let you guys know, they take a percentage of what they get back for you. So
25%.
But it's worth it.
yeah, but it's worth. I mean, it's money you weren't going to get anyway. You wouldn't have known otherwise.
You wouldn't have even known about it, right?
Exactly.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We went a little bit over, and I've got stuff to do today. I don't know about you all, but as much as I'd love to sit here on YouTube all day and talk, yeah, we gotta priorities and all that. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Tanya, thanks for coming on. It was great to meet you.
Thanks for having me. Nice to meet you.
I'm glad that we got Robin on earlier, and
and puppy monkey babies.
It's been forever since we talked to you, Jeff. Glad you could pop on. But, yeah, does anybody have any announcements or anything before we go down? Or anything?
Monkey baby.
I'm a banana. I'm a banana. I just wanted to do that to Jeff so it'll be in his head for the rest of the day.
It's going to be in my head now. Thank you.
All right, cool. Well, go check out the Reseller Wakeup. That's my Facebook group. I post links to the show every time we do one. Easy way to find it. And if you want notifications, know when I'm going live, when I post how-tos or haul videos, which I haven't been doing as much lately, but I do it, and I do get around to it from time to time. Hit that subscribe button. What's the name of your channel one more time, Tanya?
Thrifty Treasures.
Thrifty Treasures. Cool. So go check her out. And then Jeff, what's your channel? Have you been doing anything on YouTube lately?
Yeah, it's just CosFrog1, COSFROG1.
Cool. And if you're watching live, anytime you see any of their names in the chat, you can just mouse over it and subscribe really easily that way. So if you guys want to just like do a little goodbye blurb or something in the chat so that people can do that, then you might get a couple subs. And don't forget to hit that like button. Comment below if you have any suggestions for shows in the future, or criticisms for the show, whatever. Want to see somebody come on, anything, we'd like to hear about it. You can just hit me up on Facebook, or you can message below. But thanks everybody for watching. We will see you all next time we see you in Bitcoin.